So let's get started. Dishonorable mentions. Book of Henry's on my honorable mention. Dishonorable mention.
It's a family-friendly thriller horror.
Right.
Drama.
It's a family-friendly movie for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It turns into a really dark episode of Grey's Anatomy for the next 30 minutes. And then it turns into a fucking thriller at the last 30 minutes. Yeah. It's fucking insane. I would put Valeria on here just because I was real.
Oh.
It's a dishonorable mention just because it's not bad. It's just fucking dull. Mm-hmm. And it's wasted potential. Horribly casted.
Oh, I do have a dishonorable mention. Wish Upon. Fucking garbage.
Oh, I didn't see it. I heard it was like hilariously bad, like Bye Bye Man.
Yeah, if you ever want to watch a movie where the protagonist is the most like asshole person you can think of, watch Wish Upon. Fucking awful.
Bright.
I don't hate Bright as much as he does.
I don't even hate Bright on like its own like base. I hate the community around it. Because people are like, critics don't understand, this movie's fucking great. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I'll give this thing a peep. A lot of my friends from school liked it, and like a lot of people on the internet. Sometimes critics are wrong about movies. So people can be wrong. Critics can be wrong. Mm. And I watched it. I don't get it. What are you seeing? It's so face value racism. And it goes back on its shit all the time. Nothing makes sense. They don't explain shit. They just assume you just don't care. And they're like, oh, Will Smith is a Bright. One, I guessed it. Two, what the fuck is a Bright? You can hold a wand? Okay, but like, what is a Bright? What makes you a Bright?
You're special.
Why are most Brights elves? Yeah. Like, they don't explain shit. If Bright was a TV show, it could totally work. Because you'd have more episodes to explain it and get people more involved. So when the season finale comes around, you can have all this big shit happening.
My number 5 is Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
Stupid. Don't care about anyone.
That's my biggest complaint.
I don't care about Loki sword fighting. Brie Larson's there to do something.
For good trailer shots.
Literally just to have a hot girl in a movie.
Kong Skull Island's not on mine. It's not even just honorable mention.
Huh.
Because I didn't really care for it. I was just kind of bored with it. I almost fell asleep while watching it.
I did fall asleep twice.
I almost fell asleep watching it. I kind of see it how I see Godzilla. Like, it's not really meant to be like a character movie. It's just meant for shit to happen. And like when Kong is like fighting the skull lizard things, that's just pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. The action's the only reason I didn't put on this honorable mention.
When Kong is on screen,
it's great.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. But I like the one fucking soldier that like he like gets separated from the
Toby Kebbell?
Yeah, and like we're following him for a very long time.
And he just dies.
Yeah.
The only reason I think he's in the movie so focused on is because he plays Kong and they wanted to give him screen time as a normal actor.
I guess.
My number 5, on pure poor execution alone, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I love the first Kingsman movie.
Yes.
It is fucking awesome. This movie took elements that worked in the first movie, tried to use it too much, or miss the point of it.
Right.
So, like, the church fight scene in the first movie is amazing. But it's also, like, one of the only fight scenes like that in the movie. Mm-hmm. But it was the highlight of the movie, so now every fight scene is filmed like that. Mm-hmm. But the budget is roughly the same, so the CGI fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. So it looks really fake. Like, the first fight scene in the car, because it's in a car, but they're trying to do the one-shot motion thing, you can't see what the fuck is going on. It's so...
Yeah, you just get dizzy.
Every fight scene, you got, like, normal speed, slow motion, normal speed, slow... It keeps going to slow motion. It's like a fucking Zack Snyder film. The Statesman, that's a fucking waste of potential you got there. That would have been way cooler. I wish the movie was focused on them, because Channing Tatum shows up, and then he leaves the movie for, like, an hour just to show up at the end. Pointless. Why is Jeff Bridges in there? Why is Halle Berry in there? Why is Channing Tatum in there? Poppy. She plays the character really, really well. But...
The character is shit.
It's... Yeah. Like, it's a fun villain, But she doesn't. But as a villain, she doesn't do anything. She does, like, everyone else does shit, and she's kind of the mastermind behind it, but, like, she herself doesn't do anything. At least Samuel L. Jackson did shit. Spoilers. Why did they kill off Roxy? Roxy would have been a great addition. I thought they were going to do something with her. Nope. And then they fucking bring back Harry. That's fine, I like Harry, but, like, he died for a purpose.
Yeah.
Don't fucking bring him back. And then they fucking kill Merlin. That pissed me off, because in reality, there's no point to killing him. Him dying doesn't add anything. Like, they already killed the rest of the Kingsmen. Can you keep one of them alive? You wasted all the potential you had just to be the first movie again.
Right.
But you did all the stuff in the first movie wrong. Number 4.
The Emoji Movie. Pretty looking movie. I will give it that. It's not animated bad at all. The voice acting was great, but the movie itself sucked.
It's the Lego Movie thing. The Lego Movie shouldn't have worked, but it did. And that gave executives like, oh, you can make shit about anything. The dumber the concept that you're basing it off of is, the better you have to try. Let's give the same ass shit we did about the Minions movie, but on an even worse premise.
Right. The movie's dated. Like, it went to Candy Crush. I think there's like an AOL joke in there.
There's a Dance Dance Revolution game.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Which I didn't know was on
Dropbox.
This movie's meant to be topical.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the way the internet culture is, that shit's gonna be outdated in like a year. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Can we explain how the law of emojis work?
I don't know.
How do emojis breed?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? If you're a meh, do you have to fuck another meh? Okay, well, was his dad a meh in the fucking keyboard thing? What if it's the middle of the fucking night and he wants to text?
So
does everyone have to leave their home in the middle of the night, run to the fucking office, be like, okay, we're here?
Yeah. So I know I shouldn't like question the physics and the laws behind emojis, but like even Toy Story had like rules in place. Like when humans are around,
Lego Movie had rules because later it explains it's a kid playing.
Yes. And like when in Toy Story, when humans are around, freeze.
Right.
But like this was just like, what the fuck?
How does it work? Number 4 for me, the Bye Bye Man. You, it was not on my list. I was like, no, this looks stupid. You come over to my house, say, dude, have you seen the Bye Bye Man? And you're like, I'll fucking buy it if you watch it. And we watched it. I don't even know if I'm kind of mad that I watched it, because it's so bad it's funny. So there's a part where like the main character's like going insane because, you know, Bye Bye Man, ooh. And so he's like driving in the car, and apparently the Bye Bye Man can fucking like make you hallucinate. Yeah. And he's like, I'm not falling for your tricks. And like he drives through like what is supposed to be his friend, but like it's like, oh, it's just a trick. And he's like, ha, I taught you. So like, he turned around to like double check. And he's like turned around way longer than you would ever do while driving a car like at 60 miles an hour in the middle of the night. And he's like, ha. And he turns, and it's a fucking librarian. And she's just like close up like, ah. And he just hits her with the car. She was fucking flying into a tree. And it's not supposed to be funny. But the way that's framed, it was so not scary. Like, it made me laugh for like a solid 5 minutes. I had to pause the movie. It's not like, oh, it's so bad it's good. Like, no. Yeah. It's just really shit. Right. But I'm laughing at it.
Nothing happens.
No.
For a very, very long time.
I think it's like 40 minutes. And the movie's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like, the first 40 minutes, nothing's really happening.
It's them moving into the house.
Yeah.
Just getting used to their rooms.
And, like, they have to explain the background of, like, why they're friends. But it's like, you're just college friends.
You know, since that accident, man.
Yeah. Oh, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't come into play. You just know they're friends. I can just assume they're friends.
The biggest part that pissed me off in the whole movie, though, is bringing a child to a college party.
Yes! What the fuck? His fucking, like, brother brings his, like, 4-year-old daughter with him.
Don't say it. Don't think it.
Don't say it. Don't think it. That's why I wrote it. That's why I wrote the name. Also, why the fuck do people write on the ceilings? The Bye Bye Man rules don't even work because the whole purpose is knowing his name and thinking it makes you go insane. Mm-hmm. But knowing him makes him stronger. That's how he exists. Right. But he drives you to kill yourself, and if you die, he doesn't have power anymore because no one knows who he is. So why would he do that?
Yeah, so he like leaves it up to chance basically to like
If you
just somehow find like his name written down or whatever.
Yeah, he leaves it up for you to find it, and you don't kill yourself.
Right.
Or he'll kill you, which again doesn't make sense if the whole purpose of your power comes from people knowing who you are.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Number 3. Go.
Oh, number 3, we're there already? Resident Evil, the final 18th chapter.
Woo!
Resident Evil, the final chapter. Glad it's ending. That's why it's at number 3 right now.
That's its only redeeming
The
quality.
most over-edited movie I've ever seen in my life.
Here's a tip. Watch the trailer. It is edited the exact same way. There's an action scene that in the trailer, they didn't even edit it. They were just like, hey, is that what it looks like in the movie?
Yeah.
It's clicked and dragged.
I've never seen like a franchise like, other than Transformers, get like aggressively worse than the previous film. Well, what pisses me off about these movies is that they make their previous films irrelevant.
Yes!
Literally nothing else matters.
The first
now.
3 were fine when it came to that, because they didn't really ignore shit. They were like, it's building up. And then the start of 4 was like, nah.
Everyone's dead.
It's a different movie, it's just the Matrix now.
Yeah.
And then the 5th one came around, it's like, what the fuck? There's a 4th one? Okay. But we're here now.
Yeah.
It's not Russia and not Japan. And then the 6th one, the way the 5th one ends, I was like, so there's like a whole build up.
Yeah.
The 6th one starts after the events of what you were waiting to see in the 5th one.
Yep.
And it was like, yeah, everyone died. You can watch this movie without watching a single one of the other ones.
Yeah.
And the movie starts with the previously on Resident Evil. Like, every movie does. Like, every Resident Evil movie starts with that. But, like, this movie, it recaps everything.
Yep.
So it's like, you don't even have to watch any of them. My number 3 is the Emoji Movie.
Yay.
I put it below the Bye Bye Man because what it stands for as a movie, at least the Bye Bye Man is a movie. It's dumb, but it's a movie. What I hate about the Emoji Movie is that it's not a movie. It's a product. It's a commercial. There's nothing about the movie that, like, says, we tried.
Right.
The only reason the animation is good is because they have money to make the animation good. They didn't want to make it good because it was like, this will help tell the story. It's like, no, because that sells. They didn't make a fucking story that, like, actually had fucking thought into it. It's just every fucking generic movie you've ever seen about a kid, like, every kid's movie that, like, feel like they don't belong. But, like, it wants to just identify with, like, the loser kid, so you feel important, but, like, there's no real substance to it.
Whatever. The directors, animators, they watched Inside Out, and they were like, how can we make this as commercial as possible?
Right.
And
because they were like, Minions plus Inside Out, how can you lose? Yeah, it makes me more mad. That's why it's like, that's why it's higher up than the other one, than, like, the other movies.
so my number 2 is 47 meters down. This premise sucked. Like, first of all, okay, whatever, you go on vacation. You're terrified of sharks. You're terrified of, like,
Get in the shark cage.
underwater. So you get in the shark cage. And you just happen to get the faulty shark cage.
Of all people.
And just boom, now you're 47 meters down. You're running out of air. Sharks are coming for you.
The Shallows did it better.
Yes, the Shallows did it better.
They didn't have Steven Seagal.
Jaws did it better. Lake Placid did it better, and that's a fucking alligator. Piranha fucking did it better. But yeah, so like 47 meters down. Belongs on Sci-Fi. No. Belongs on like fucking TBS. Nothing like consequential happens other than, hey, we're underwater. Let's try to get back up there. Oops, there's sharks coming for us.
My number 2, Resident Evil, the final chapter.
Yeah.
We already kind of talked about this, but, like, it's just, I would say it's the worst Resident Evil movie. It's just painful to look at. It gives you a fucking headache. Like, there's, like, one fight scene that, like, takes place in a really dark room, and, like, there's, like, a handful of, like, flashlights and, like, lit parts in the back. But it's cut to shit so bad, I still don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just probably one of the worst edited movies on a visual standpoint. And then, like, the sound is too loud. The plot doesn't make any fucking sense. And the whole movie is literally like, okay, Mia Jovovich, you're here. Okay, you made it here. Knocked out. She wakes up. Okay, Mia Jovovich, now you're over here. Knocked out. Now she's over here. Okay, Mia Jovovich, you're here. That's the whole movie. That's just the fucking movie. The whole movie's her constantly going somewhere, getting a plot resolved, getting knocked out. She wakes up somewhere else. She goes somewhere, gets part of the plot resolved, gets knocked out. That's the whole fucking movie. At least it's short. Unlike our number one. Are we saying it at the same time?
Alright, 1,
2, 3. 50 Shades Darker. I said this whenever we first saw it. I did not know you could write a 2-hour movie and have nothing fucking happen.
I mean, to be fair, they, like, accidentally created, like, a supervillain.
Yeah, they fucking made, like, a James Bond villain at the end of this shit. When he's, like, the movie opens, I thought it was, like, months or so after the first movie. Because, like, he's still sending her flowers, but she's like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I need him out of my life because he's kind of fucking weird. Like, within 20 minutes, she, like, just forgives them. They're back together. And then you just watch 50 Shades of Grey again.
Yeah. Except with, like, more boring sex scenes, which didn't think that would be possible.
They just make Rapey McGee, like, the villain, just so he can be a villain in the next movie. And then the movie ends with, like, the fucking villain dude, like, smoking a cigarette, looking at the fireworks. His eyes are all crazy.
Creeps back into the shadows.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
Best part of the movie is the plane crash.
Helicopter.
Oh, helicopter crash.
Again,
Best part. Just
like Resident Evil, you wanna know how that scene plays out? Watch the fucking trailer. It is that abrupt.
So it happens. He's our main guy. He's in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Grey, will he make it or will he? No, God, the suspense is killing me. They're watching on the news. Christian Grey disappeared. Oh, look, he's back.
Yeah, he just walks. Oh,
hey, bro, how's it going? Like, what? What? I'm sorry. Is that how rich people handle crisis?
Also, there's like so many times where like the movie tries to like have like a deep moment, and she's like, "Where do you not want me to touch you?" And it's like, I don't know. Maybe the holes in my chest where the cigarette burns are, maybe that's a good place to not touch me.
Yeah.
And he's like, he grabs her lipstick and he's like, because it hurts or what he doesn't like, you can touch it. He's like he's trying not to shit himself or something. And he's like, he outlines it with like her lipstick and he's like, here. I was like,
so your whole body.
I was like, okay. So where the cigarette scars are. Yeah, there's a part in the trailer where there's like this crazy woman and it's filmed like it's a ghost because like she wakes up and like she's there like in the room in the middle of the night, she's like and then she looks again and she's gone. I was like, did Christian Grey like fucking kill the girl? It's just a former submissive that he was like, no, this bitch needs help. Like, because he doesn't. Bella Swan, she like pulls out a gun and she's like, he's mine, you can't have him. And she's like, whoa, bitch. And then fucking Christian Grey's like, hey, drop the gun. Fucking like get on your knees. And she's like, okay. And she does. And it's like, it's a real fucking scary, not scary, but it's like a real creepy moment. And it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be fine. But like, she still goes back to him.
Yeah, like, so she's like, I don't know if I can be a part of this world. And like a scene later.
There's multiple times in the movie where she's like, I can't do this. And then like the next scene, something happens and she's like, I gotta be with him. I was like, okay. Are they trying to make this an abusive relationship?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what this movie is.
Yeah.
That's why it's number one. Because the message is awful. It's a poorly made movie. The acting is awful. The story is awful. The message is horrible. Just nothing about this is good. Even the first movie, I'll give it this. It's directed well. It's shot nice. This one's just bland.
Yeah, so to all you ladies out there like, oh my god, 50 Shades. Don't watch it. It's creepy. Like, watch good movies.
Thanks for watching. We'll do Wonder Woman. And other shit will come up later. Sorry for the hold up. It's been tough last 2 months for us. For both of us collectively. We've had like a couple bad weeks.
Bye.
Bye.